students, after a long gap I am sending this video, and in this video I am going to explain about a new topic, that is sublimation. You have already studied the change of states of matter from solid to liquid, from liquid to gas in small classes itself. That is, from solid changes to liquid, and you know this process which is called melting, and liquid changes to gas, you know that causes evaporation. You have already learned the state of change of matter from solid to liquid and liquid to gas. So all this change is through the liquid and directly to gas. That means the solid first changes to liquid, and from the liquid it changes to gas. Today I am going to take a topic in which there is no liquid phase in between. That means the solid directly changes to gaseous, and this process is called sublimation. There is no liquid phase in between. This process is called sublimation. So sublimation means the process by which solid directly changes into the gaseous form without any liquid phase in between, and this is called sublimation. And examples for this sublimation are camphor. So kapoor. When you keep camphor outside for some days, after some days you cannot be seeing camphor, it gets vanished. That means, and there will not be any liquid traces also. That means it is directly converted into the gaseous form. Another example, ammonium chloride. This also, when it kept outside, it is just converted into the gaseous form. Next is iodine. When you keep iodine crystals outside, it will also sublimate and it converts into the gaseous form. Next, naphthalene boards. Naphthalene boards is used in the houses to run away the cockroaches. For the cockroach, to make them outside cockroaches, we are using the naphthalene balls. Then dry ice. Dry ice is nothing but solid carbon dioxide. The carbon dioxide gas, when we apply pressure and reduce the temperature, it will come into the solid form, and this solid form is called dry ice. Dry ice is also a sublimable substance. So why we call the dry ice means, if we keep that ice on our hand, what happens when we keep the ice, normal ice on your hand, our hand will get wet. But when you keep this dry ice on your hand, there will not be any liquid phases, it will be directly converted to gas and it gets vanished up without leaving any liquid traces on your hand. And that's why it got dry ice, solid carbon. These are the examples of sublimable substance. And what are the sublimable substance? The substances which undergo sublimation reaction. That means sublimation process is called sublimable substances. Now we will see one experiment in which we are heating the ammonium chloride, and what happened to the ammonium chloride. Sublimation of ammonium chloride we will write down. I will explain the sublimation of ammonium chloride. I have already drawn the diagram for the arrangement of apparatus for the sublimation of ammonium chloride. And this one, this blue color dish, this is called the China dish. This is usually used in the lab to heat the salts. Then this one is the funnel, which is kept above this China dish, and in the China dish I have taken some ammonium chloride crystals. Then I covered the mouth of the China dish with a funnel, and funnel is the opening of the funnel is closed with the cotton plug so that the vapors will not be escaped out. And here the ammonium chloride crystals are there, and the burner is there. I started heating. What happened after heating? Slowly when we heat this China dish with the ammonium chloride, we can see that the vapors are coming out directly from the salt. The crystals, vapors are coming out. And when the vapors come to this end, it cannot go out because we have already covered it with the cover them opening with a cotton plug. So the vapors will come back and will get solidified on the sides of the funnel. Here. It gets solidified on the sides of the funnel, and this is called solidified ammonium. We will get pure ammonium chloride which gets settled down here. So what happens in this process? The ammonium chloride directly converted into vapor first. So ammonium chloride converted into vapor, that process is called sublimation. Then the vapor, when it tries to move out of this funnel, we have already closed the tip of the funnel with the cotton plug, so the vapors cannot escape, and it will come back. The gas will condense back to solidified ammonium chloride, and that process, that means the gas converts back directly to solid. This is called deposition. That is the reverse. The reverse of sublimation is called deposition. And here you have seen the deposited solidified ammonium chloride. This gets deposited on the sides of the funnel. So first, the solid ammonium chloride gets converted into the vapor form, and the vapor was not able to escape, and we have covered the tip of the funnel with the cotton plug, and it gets solidified back to the sides of the funnel. And the process by which the gas solidifies back the ammonium chloride, that is solid, that process is called deposition. So deposition is opposite of sublimation. Sublimation means conversion of solid directly to the gas without any liquid phase. And deposition means this gas converts back to solid without any liquid phase in between. So the opposite of sublimation is deposition. In this experiment, both is happening. Sublimation is also there, and deposition. And deposition of purified. Here the impurities will left out here. Whatever the impurities present in the ammonium crystals, it will be there. It will not have the property of sublimation. So the pure ammonium chloride we will get on the sides of the funnel. So in case we can say that this is a purification process. An application of sublimation is in the chemical industry is used usually for the purification. So that if our substance, one of the substance is sublimable, that means directly go to the gaseous form, so then we can use the sublimation process to purify the ammonium chloride or any sublimable substance. Now let's watch a video. I made a video in that the experiment is carrying out, and you can see the vapors coming out and how it is getting settled down on the sides of the funnel. Please do watch this video carefully.
How are you? So today I'm going to demonstrate the sublimation of iodine, and the things required for the experiment are Bunsen's burner, tripod stand, wire gauze for uniform heating. We require a small glass funnel with one of its ends, this thin end covered with the cotton. We require some iodine, and this is our iodine, and I'll show you how does an iodine look like. So there are small balls of iodines which is there in the crucible. This crucible is heat resistant, so it won't break if we even heat till 400 to 500 degrees Celsius. So now let's start the experiment. So now I'm going to mount this entire setup on the Bunsen's burner. So I have ensured that whatever fumes due to sublimation are produced, they must not escape out. So that's why we are putting this cotton over here. So now let's see what is going to happen. As you can see that the purple fumes of iodine have started to come out, and I don't want these fumes to escape out. Now iodine sublimates, that means from direct solid state it will convert into gaseous state, and I don't want these fumes of purple fumes of iodines to get out, so that's why we have plugged a cotton piece over there. So now let's lift this and see. Wow, wonderful. Now let me switch off the Bunsen's burner. See the beautiful ring of the iodine which has sublimated, which has resublimated back, deposited on the walls of the internal walls of this funnel. Look at the beautiful ring.
Take a clean and dry china dish and put 5 grams of ammonium chloride in it. Take a tripod stand and place a wire gauze on it. Place a Bunsen burner under the tripod stand. Place the china dish on the wire gauze of the tripod stand. Carefully cover the china dish with an inverted glass funnel. Close the stem of the funnel with a piece of a cotton. Turn on the Bunsen burner and light it using a burning matchstick. Note: ensure you light the burner under adult supervision. Heat the ammonium chloride for about 5 minutes. Observe what happens to the ammonium chloride upon heating. Record your observations in a table. After 5 minutes, turn off the Bunsen burner and allow the ammonium chloride to cool down. What do you observe? Record your observations. You must have observed that when ammonium chloride was heated, it directly turned into vapor without entering the liquid state. The rising fumes of ammonium chloride were seen in the funnel above the china dish. This process of a solid directly changing into vapor without passing through the liquid state is termed as sublimation. You must have also observed that after turning off the Bunsen burner, the vapor of ammonium chloride cooled down and changed to solid ammonium chloride again. This solid ammonium chloride was deposited on the walls of the funnel. This is termed as deposition. Thus, we can conclude that ammonium chloride directly changes from solid to vapor on heating, and the vapor on cooling directly changes to solid again.
So you watched the video, enjoyed, understood how the sublimation process is going on. Now, so let us conclude this video. So what you have learned in this video? The process of sublimation. So what is sublimation? Sublimation is the process by which solid directly changes to gas without any liquid interface. There is no liquid interface, directly the solid changes to gas. And what are the examples? Camphor, ammonium chloride, dry ice, iodine crystal, naphthalene, etc. These are the examples, and these substances, those substances are called sublimable substances. That means those substances which carries out the sublimation process. That means directly goes to the gaseous from solid state. They are called sublimable substances. And where do we apply the sublimation process? Actually, the application of this process is used for the purification process. If we get a mixture of compounds, and one of the mixture element of the mixture is component of the mixture is a sublimable substance, then we can go for sublimation so that the non-sublimable will be left out and the sublimable will be going to the gaseous and it will be getting trapped out afterwards. Clear? So this can be used as a purification process also. Thank you. Hope you have all enjoyed. Thank you.